What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today, and we are doing another rebuild on Madden 21. Of course, a speed rebuild of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And you're thinking, wow, this is going to be a quick one, because if you watch our previous ones, you know that we take away a minute for every overall after 80. So, in theory, this should be, what, a 3-minute speed rebuild, which the team is pretty good already. But I will say, it's not really the Buccaneers often in the Super Bowl in year one. It's usually the Chiefs versus like the Saints, or the Browns versus the Saints. It's usually not the Buccaneers, but we're gonna hopefully make that the case here today. As as a Packers fan, I love it. It's just fantastic. The one thing that I wouldn't say is strange, but what makes this Buccaneers team scary, maybe not scarier, because I'll get into it in a moment, but maybe scarier than last year, is the fact that they just did not lose anyone. That's what's scary. When you have a team that wins a Super Bowl like this, and they're a very solid team, basically a god squad, and you don't lose anyone, it's very scary, because you're thinking, okay, maybe they can risk getting rid of this guy or that guy, but they're like, no, we're not risking anything. We're keeping every single person. And realistically, they could probably trade O.J. Howard off for someone if they really wanted to. I mean, if you're gonna, I know Gronk, he's all right. He definitely turned it up a bit past like the mid-season point. But if you're not gonna have a O.J. Howard as your guy this long, and you're gonna have to re-sign him soon, maybe get some value for him before it's too late. Obviously, Ronald Jones played a pretty big role. I will say Leonard Fournette was super overrated last season. I have no idea why there was so much hype around him. He even had his own nickname, Playoff Lenny. I don't get it. He had like a couple of good plays, but realistically, he really wasn't that good. I'm not really sure where the hype was there, but, sure, go for it if you want. They obviously got Antonio Brown back. He wasn't really like a huge part of the team, but obviously when he was out there, it made them pretty much unstoppable. That offense is just insane. The O-line, debatably the best O-line in football. A little surprising, though, that they did re-sign Donovan Smith to such an expensive deal. I know it's only a 2-year, but still a pretty expensive deal. I imagine in a year's time, because I think they have to pay Vea, and I think they tagged Godwin, so they're going to have to pay him as well some insane money. That's when you would expect the team to kind of fall apart a bit, but doesn't really matter when they won a Super Bowl. They risked it all, and it paid off. So, I mean, say what you want, this team's built really well, but as far as Madden's concerned, you can definitely make some upgrades. We could definitely add a corner, maybe even 2. You could probably trade all 3 off to maybe cycle up for some older but better cornerbacks, number 1 and 2. Strong safety can be replaced, left end can be replaced, and then honestly after that, I wouldn't touch anything. JPP is too old to really get any value, but he's an 85 overall, which is definitely worth a while. Shaquille Barrett's obviously a very good player in real life. It was a really good signing from them, from Denver. And then offensively, like I said, probably look for a running back. The running back room works, but for Madden, they don't care about running back rooms. They care about how good your number 1 guy is. Maybe go for a guy like Nick Chubb or even Kareem Hunt. I think the Browns running backs is who we're going to target. And like I said, trade O.J. Howard. So we'll have 3 minutes on the clock. We probably should just do 5. Should we do 5? I'm going to do 5. It takes too long. So we're going to do timer. So after 80, we lose a minute every time, but it caps out at 5 minutes. We need time. Like, at the end of the day, this team is sick, but it takes so long just to even find a trade, try to see if the game thinks it's going to be good or not. We need a little bit of time. We're going to change those parameters going forward. And you can't say, oh, he's biased or whatever. This is like the one team I would hate to change the parameters for. But let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's once again attack. So we can get rid of Leonard Fournette and Gio no matter what. Let's also put Scotty Miller on the list, who I don't even know if he's star anymore. I think he is normal. Any greens, anything at all? No. So that is not a great start in the slightest. Jesse Bates maybe off the Bengals. We need a safety. Winfield, play strong safety for us. Wouldn't be the worst. And who the hell do we have? A Scotty Miller that valuable? A 2nd-round pick. That's costly, but it is a very big position of need. They are not willing, though. Left guard, tight end. You want O.J. Howard? Is that what you're asking for here? Is that what I'm seeing? They're pretty cool with it. I think a 3rd round will do it, and if not, a 2nd will, but that is costly. Ugh, this is bad. Of course, Tampa not with the highest rated picks, but Jesse Bates is a massive win, and we did still keep some value. Kyle Trask is also probably tradable here. Once again, Ronald Jones likely to be traded, but we're going to keep that for last. Is that the Chiefs? Why would the Chiefs want a quarterback that bad? Chiefs and Packers. Okay. I should be thinking faster here. Chris Jones, maybe? Chris Jones is an X factor, though. Chris Jones, we don't need a safety anymore. O-line, they should have, like, Joe. Joe's all right. Joe Mama. Trask for Joe, straight up. No? Okay. That's, it's just a little tester. Don't get all crazy, Chiefs. No need to hang up the phone. Just keep the phone on there. We'll pay for the minutes if we have to. Ooh, 4th-round pick. Next year we'll get the deal done. And, I'm not mad with that. Obviously, a 69 overall player that I had no intention of starting, obviously, is not a bad price to pay. We do have some other safeties we can get rid of as well. Tryon, maybe he'll work out, but I didn't really like the pick. Anything here? The Steelers. Mr. Cameron Hayward comes to mind. I'll put to that. Oh, wow, that's just too easy. That's just too easy. We still have draft picks to go. But I will say that timer, maybe we should have made it 3 minutes, but it's too late now because I've slowed. Really? Okay, maybe it's not too easy. They're actually requesting a 2nd round here. Okay, that was a little bit costlier than I wanted. Let's just give something cheap up for the. Let's actually get Butker. I do like me some Butker. Is that too much? Like, we're ready to, 4th-round pick for a really good kicker. Oh, how dare you. Punter around here is actually not bad, so I'm going to keep them. We can get rid of these for a running back or a corner. I kind of like Zeke. I haven't had Zeke in a while. Almost a 1st-rounder almost went for him, which, I suppose it is a 1st-round pick, but still. We have Sue Veda, and we're actually pretty good. We're actually good there. We can get rid of McClellan if they want him, which they're kind of like, yeah, maybe we'll do it. 3rd-round pick should do it, right? Come on, Zeke. Come on. I wouldn't say come home, but, come to us, sir. And draft picks alone will not do it. Only a minute 47 left. Scotchuel Miller. They will take it. So, not the craziest overall, ever, but I'll take that. Let's trade these 2 off. We got rid of Scotty already. Brait. I doubt he's worth anything to anyone, though. We need a corner. I'm trying to think of who has, like, a really good corner. Here we go. I don't know why they would want Jones, though. Corner, Eagles. Slay's not bad. He's pretty young. Well, young for a superstar, I suppose. And I forgot that the Eagles don't care about having cornerbacks, dude. I think we solved everything, though. Did we get an O-lineman? We didn't. Yeah, we did. I think this, obviously we didn't really need that much anyways, but I think we're pretty much set. I guess we'll try to get some sort of extra value just to make the team really good, but I guess you can go for a new corner. Jamel, these guys for a new corner or DT. We'll see if we have any value. There's so many guys that want, they want this. They want it all. Mac, this, oh, damn it, we're broke. Oh, damn, that's actually a really big loss. Akeem Hicks, we can't afford anything, can we? Okay, that's a win, right? Like, we could have used another corner instead, but... Oh, we still have a 1st-round pick! Oh, Lord Jesus. That's not good. How is that a... What? Oh, we sold. We have a whole ass 1st round. No, who was it? The Jets? Oh, my. Marcus May, welcome to the team. Just ran out of time, unfortunately. Damn it. Okay, so the overall dropped quite a bit on the team, but that's because our positions aren't changed. Hopefully, at least. Hopefully, that's the reason. How do I sell so much? I don't know how I sell so much. We have, like, all the D linemen in the world, and we don't even have 5 linemen. Ugh, this is so bad. Joe Thuney playing left tackle, like we mentioned once before. Could play left tackle in real life for the Chiefs. We'll see. Or some sort of tackle position. Look at this. Look at this. Like, look what we've done. We have a Hicks, Golston. I will say Golston's pretty bad, so I'm going to release Golston just so it doesn't make me look as bad. And, just like we're wasting it, We're wasting the talent here. We can't make it a 4-3 because that wouldn't really help us too much. That actually hurt us even more. Just going to have to accept the fact that we're just slow. So I'll be honest, I really don't know how our overall went down unless depth matters, in fairness. Maybe the backup tight end and backup running back's position matter here. I'm not 100% sure, but, we got a better left tackle for sure. Right guard is, it's not much different, right? It's the same. Pretty sure, like a couple overalls. And then you look at the defensive side of things. Massive upgrades on the D-line with Hayward and Hicks. Massive upgrades. Strong safety is about 9 overalls higher. Number 2 cornerback is up about, 4 overalls, and number 1 is up about 5 overalls. Other than, and special teamers, we added a kicker that's about, 10 overalls higher. But overall, just overalls alone, we went up several overalls at a lot of the positions of need, and a lot on the D-line, like 10, 12 for some of them. The overall maybe, like I said, be because of the depth, but I don't think depth matters. I really don't, but maybe it does. Maybe it matters in overall. Regardless, I expect dominance. And we go 12-4. Okay, that's a really good turnaround because the team was looking honestly pretty average. I'm going to be honest with you. I forgot to show assuming the Raiders one of this came out a little bit ago. And by a little bit ago, I'm really pre-recording this one a lot, aren't I? I forgot to show the schedule actually, but yeah, I was looking like, hey, 5-4, hello, but team turned around. We improved on the real life Buccaneers record, of course. This is the same scheduling as last year. Tom Brady, 4,549 yards, 33 touchdowns, 13 picks. Brady actually had a pretty good year last year. Obviously, actually a really impressive year. I don't remember his actual stats, though. Oh, he had a better year in real life. Sheesh. As far as rushing goes, Zeke, pretty decent. I don't remember the rushing numbers for the Bucs, but obviously they had injury concerns, and I think they even had COVID concerns, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember, but they had people coming in and out of the lineup. Receiving, pretty good stuff, I suppose. O-line, left tackle always gets crushed in the vertical zone scheme. As far as sacks go, nothing really off the edge crazy, but Hayward with 10.5 on the interior. Interceptions, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Sound like a robot there. 31 kicks. Sheesh, that's a lot. I'll tell you what, 50 on the nose for yards per punt for Pinion. And kick return, punt return stuff we don't really care too much about. Any award wins, as Herbert is the MVP of the league. Let's take a look at any award wins at all. I see nothing. But what I do see is the divisional round already going up against the Green Bay Packers. 1 round early here instead of last year. 89 to their 87, which is pretty fair. I think this team started as an 87. The Packers started as an 84 or an 85. So, average progression. And we're going to go into this, obviously, because if we lose, then it doesn't feel like the playoffs were just here and gone. Simply put. End of the game. At home in Tampa. A nighttime game. Packers under pressure. Not the greatest. 10 in all. 17-10. And 20-10. Really good performance before half, which is just like real life. But this is where you see Green Bay come back. I was just joking. There you go, Tampa. Hold those freaking slackers off. The Green Bay slackers. Well, I'm sorry. Rodgers got, pummeled pretty much. Under 200 yards with 1 touchdown. Tom Brady, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Like double the yards pretty much. Rushing, Jones was decent. Zeke was decent. Receiving, Gronk was the best. Nothing else there. Defensively, sack total, Shaquille Barrett with 2. So a lot of sacks on the edge this time. Kevin King with a pick against Tampa. I was surprised the Packers players didn't Myles Garrett Kevin King after that game, to be honest. Going up against the Niners. 89 overall for both teams. Holy crap, come up Niners here. Another nighttime game as you would expect. Brady versus, I don't know if I want to say successor, because wouldn't a successor mean like someone that comes from, I'm going to come from behind. Hey, you can do what you want to do there. That is behind someone else, and then they're good? Or do you not have to be good? Because then, yeah, successor. 31-13, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, as expected, are back in the playoffs. Finale. And there we go, saved. Jimmy Garoppolo, a lot of yards. Tom Brady, not so many yards, but touchdowns. Pick ratio solid. Rushing, Zeke was good. Mostert, not really good, and he's usually a pretty good playoff performer. Sack totals 3.5 for Hayward, 2 for White. Just like real life, that postseason pressure success from Tampa carrying them to the finale here as Zeke with the Cowboys there, sadness ensuing. But now he's in the Super Bowl with a franchise that's ready to win it all again. Going against, guess who? Shocker, the Browns. Let's take a look at the devs. So Zeke was only a superstar. I believe he did drop to superstar this season in real life. No, was he X Factor? Man, they gave a really low X Factor there. Superstar X Factor for an 88 overall. That's interesting. Defensively, I do not see a single dev up to my knowledge. So no dev ups, but when you're this good, I guess you don't really need them, do you? Both teams started as an 87. They are 1 overall higher. This team is old and peaking, whereas the Browns are just climbing upwards. But the real matchup that matters is Brady versus Mayfield, which when I said Mayfield without saying Baker, I really thought I was going to say Floyd, the other way of last names. And now just thinking of those two names, I'm tongue-twisted. I don't want to say them because I'm going to sell. 14-7. Yeah, weird things that go on with me. 14 all. 14-17. This is not looking great for Tampa. It's all tied up. 10 minutes left from the 38. Tampa needs a touchdown, and you knew it was going to happen. The Browns get a touchdown back, though, and it's going to be an overtime game, as you would expect. Lavonte David with the pick, and another successful speed rebuild. I really hope I didn't already do this team, because for some reason, now I'm getting, like, weird flashbacks that I have done this team before, and I do not know if I have. If I did, well, this is just a me having fun on my own moment. I mean, I don't see it unless YouTube's cucking my search results, which they love to do, by the way. And if you want to anti-cuck me, you want to cuck the YouTube algorithm itself, maybe leave a like and subscribe. We do a ton of franchise stuff, along with this. We've done speed rebuilds in past Maddens, but we haven't done as many as we have here this year, where we just slap one in there as Lavonte David with 2 picks. I do agree that he is the MVP, without a doubt. Getting a pick right at the end as well. I mean, that's just too clutch. And the Buccaneers have solidified themselves as one of the greatest rosters ever created. That would be one of those, dynasty-type, like, look-backs. You're like, oh, what's one of the most dominant teams in history? The 2020 to 2021, or would it be 2020 to 20? I mean, it's technically, 2020 to 2022, I guess, Tampa Bay Buccaneers being on that top-tier list, right? Top 10 team at this point. Back-to-back wins with pure dominance, pure ease. Or isn't really pure ease or pure dominance, but, looking back, it does feel that way, especially with the defensive pressures. Tom Brady, really good performance there. Zeke got outperformed by a lot by Chubb, and Chubb didn't have a long run either. He just was more consistent. I suppose we probably ran it a little bit more in obvious situations, trying to drain the clock. But then again, why would we do that when we were losing for the most part? I don't know. Touchdowns, the top 2 guys showing up. Sack totals, once again, looking, not as good, but definitely good enough. And Lavonte David, those 2 picks. Slay also had a pick, but he gets overshined here. Butker, you moron. But that is going to conclude it. I don't know why you guys would think I would want the Buccaneers to win another Super Bowl right before my very eyes. But, there you go. If you guys enjoyed this speed rebuild, or you just want to see more speed rebuilds in the future, and you want a specific team, I don't know, like I said, leave a like, subscribe, all that thing. Let me know in the comment section below what team you like to see. If there's a speed rebuild challenge, maybe, as this probably should have been more of a challenge. I should have cut the minutes from 5, but let's be honest, it wasn't going to matter. I think just with, like, trying to figure out what players you want and, what their value is, 3 minutes is just not enough, right? Like, 3 minutes in life is not enough for many things, but for me, I can do lots in that time. Of course, maybe follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel PKR Plays, and then twitch.tv/Jeromepkr, where we've done a few speed rebuilds there. Not many, but a few. Maybe you'll catch one in the future. I don't know. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you come back for next video. But until next video, see ya! Oh, what happened? More harpoons! No, they got the freaking front! Oh! Oh, sheesh! Perhaps the biggest iceberg I've ever seen. Here's your head. Take a look. Yeet! Well, come up then, freaky! I'm not messing around with this witch, dude. This is too much. I guess I am messing around with the witch.